right? And you always hear when people do exercises to keep your back completely straight, right? Don't round the back, it's dangerous, this, that, and the other. But your spine is meant to move. It's meant to move into flexion, it's meant to move into extension, it's meant to rotate both directions, and it's meant to laterally flex both directions. And so we're gonna go over 4 exercises that address those specific functions. You're gonna grab this bar, and you are gonna do a Jefferson curl. A Jefferson curl is basically just a spine deadlift. When you do a hip deadlift, you see my pelvis is what's doing the work. You're gonna be focusing on rounding your back intentionally. Now, there would be people that would say that this is dangerous, that you're gonna hurt your back. My response to that is that it's not dangerous, it's only dangerous if your body can't do the exercise, right? There's no such thing as a dangerous exercise, just a body that's unprepared for an exercise. Yeah. I have 40 pounds here. Now, if you or a client or someone you know gets pain doing this, doesn't mean we skip it, it means we start lighter, work your way up. So I'm gonna have you grab this, I'm gonna have you keep your stomach relaxed as you lean over, and then we're gonna talk about what you should be looking for. So stand up nice and tall, as if you're doing a standard deadlift, and then what I want you to do is keep the bar over the midline of your shoe. I don't wanna see it like drifting all the way forward, okay? Go ahead and start leaning over, and think about creating curvature in your upper back, where you're rounding it here. And just take your time and feel the stretch in the low back. You're gonna feel the stretch mostly when you get to like where your knees are. And as you lean over, keep rounding your back. And now pause. Do you feel this stuff pulling apart right here? So you're stretching the back of your spine. That is all we are doing, and most people are really tight there. Right now, do you feel your spine more than your glute and hamstring? Good, so now you're doing a Jefferson curl with the right tissue being worked. Go ahead and come up nice and slow. Now, there are people out there that would not be able to separate their spine from their hip. Like you tell them to do this, and they keep doing this. And then there are other people, when you want them to do this, they keep doing that. A healthy spine is one that can do either. Go ahead and lean over again. Take your time with it, and just find the stretch in your spine. We're doing a loaded stretch. That's all it is. Nice and slow, no momentum. This is often viewed as like a dangerous exercise, but there's nothing dangerous about it if you're working within your means, right? A barbell curl, a bicep curl, can be dangerous, right? If you go too heavy. This can be dangerous if you go too heavy. You have no pain here, right? And you feel a healthy stretch, a loaded stretch, and then slowly come back up. And the idea is that you're just giving yourself what we call graded exposure. Your spine is supposed to round, and all you're doing is creating a loaded stretch. Let's go for another one. We're gonna do like a set of 12, 15 maybe, and then move on to the other positions. So round the upper back as well. So the head goes down. Think about like dragging your chin down your chest. You're trying to create curvature from here. You're gonna create curvature here. Get as low as you can get, and I want you to go until you feel like the tailbone pulling apart. Push this up into me as well, round it. Can you create more curvature here? Yes. You feel how subtle that was, and you got more of a stretch. I felt that pop in your back too. Slowly come back up. So you notice how I just told you to push into my hand, and you found like a little bit more out of it. It goes a really long way. The attention to detail matters. Let's go again. I'm gonna do a couple more, and then I'm gonna give you a different variation of this. Keep rounding, don't just lean over, but curve the spine. Try to find this stuff. This is where everyone really struggles with, and they're really restricted. Push this up into me, beautiful, and then come up slowly again. Nice, let's do 2 more, and then I'll give you the different variation, and we'll pair them together. Still no pain, right? Nope. Good. And if you were to get pain, I would tell you to do like 20 or 30 pounds, right? Build tolerance, just like anything else. Yep, don't let the hips go back. Round this up as much as you can. All the vertebrae are pulling apart. We're doing a loaded stretch for flexion. The stomach is fairly relaxed, and you're slowly coming back up. I don't want to see any momentum, right? If you jump out of the bottom, that's where someone's going to hurt themselves. That's where you could have a disc injury, right? So you're just trying to give yourself exposure over time. And now you're going to do the same thing, but instead of just going forward and back, you are going to twist. I don't want to see the hips move with you. So the hips are squared, and you're going to think about bringing the bar to like the outer toes basically, okay? And then you're going to come up and then go the other direction. I want you to feel how different that is. Okay, so you're slowly twisting as you lean over. I'll let you pick which side you do first. And so as you lean over now, this hip wants to move. You're not letting it. And you should feel this corner stretching more, right? It's not just in the center anymore. It's kind of migrated to the side. And you see how we're now stretching a different corner of your lower back. Beautiful. So this is just a different variation of the Jefferson curl, right? There's not one way to do this. And then same thing, you're gonna extend, 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 bring it to me, yup, all the way up, chest tall, and then rotate the other direction. And now ideally you're getting the stretch in the left corner. Exactly. You see how we're now stretching the left side? There's some bias to that. You ever hear of someone say they get like SI joint pain, right? Pain on the upper butt, the low back. A lot of times they need to lengthen the side that gives them pain. Not always, but sometimes. Let's go again, the left side. Rotate, yep, no pain here though, right? Nope. Awesome. The hips are squared, and we're now pulling the right side of your lower back apart. Just creating length on this tissue, that's all it is. Loaded stretching, it's no different than any other loaded stretch people do. But this would get looked at as dangerous because people have a terrible spine, right? If they have a terrible spine, they're gonna hurt themselves if they go too heavy, do something the body's not equipped for. We're trying to equip you for it. Go the other direction. We'll do one more each way. Give you a minute and then we'll do a different exercise. Create curvature, round this up into me as well. Yup, exactly. You feel this stuff pulling as well. Yep. Take your time, breathe into it. Should feel healthy. Should feel like you're stretching tissue that isn't used to being stretched. Good, one more each way. So those are different variations of a Jefferson curl. We call the one you started with a linear Jefferson curl, think forward and back linear. When we go to the side, we call it a dynamic one, where you're side to side. Go ahead and put the barbell down. It's important to talk about why we would do that, especially for people watching the video, is if you're doing like a normal deadlift, right? What happens if you accidentally round your back, but you can't round your back? Something snaps. If you can do this really well, if you go to do a standard deadlift and as you come up, this starts occurring, you have like a savings account, we call it, right? A savings account so that if you need to spend some money on the deadlift for cheating on your form, you have a savings account. Gotcha. What happens if you've never done this before but your back rounds? You're prone to injury. Call that putting a hedge against yourself to prevent injury down the road. Let's say someone watching the video goes to pick up a box at home and their back is rounded, but they've never trained that muscle, that tissue. Snap, something gives. Yeah. It's our hedge against injury. Yeah. All right, take a second. We're gonna go into lateral flexion next. We talked about spine flexion. Jefferson curls this way, Jefferson curls this way. And then we did spine rotation. The other element of the spine is lateral flexion. You'll see people have a weight in their hand and they're just kind of mindlessly doing this. We need to be intentional, right? We talked about creating tension in the torso. So what you're gonna do is as you lean over, I don't want to see anything like this. Keep the chest tall. You're trying to create length on the side of your hip, the side of your spine. And then what you're gonna do is tense your stomach, come all the way up and squeeze the oblique, relax the stomach, go all the way into the stretch, okay? A traditionally done exercise, done much better, right? So take this dumbbell. I took a guess at how strong you are. Sit up tall for me. What I tend to do is have someone put their opposing hand behind their head, because what that does is it kind of creates more length. It allows things to open up a little bit further, although it's not required. Keep the spine tall. Let's keep the hand there so you can feel what the stretch is like, and then I'll let you put it down and you can kind of compare it. Okay. So now think about pouring water out of your right ear. And all you're doing is trying to tilt to the side, drag the dumbbell down the side of your leg. What you should feel now is this side pulling. The same way we felt the lower back pulling in the Jefferson curl, you should feel this part of your spine pulling in lateral flexion. Now what I want you to do is tighten the stomach and think about drilling your elbow towards me, like you're trying to drill me in the face with your elbow. All the way, all the way. Now go into my chest with the elbow, further, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You feel how you're shortening your oblique now. Yep. Now relax the stomach, go back the other direction, water out of your right ear, and now you're opening up your oblique and your lateral flexors. Take a big deep breath there. One thing that could help is if you pushed your hip into my hand a little bit. Does that give you a deeper stretch? Okay, you're just creating length between the spine and the pelvis. That's all it is. We're trying to separate these bones. Tighten the oblique, hard, create tension. Elbow to me, yes. Try to hit my hand with your elbow. Beautiful, and you feel how much you're shortening that. Yep. Now relax it. Go back up, lengthen it. Just like all other muscles. You stretch your bicep, you squeeze your bicep. You lengthen your spine, and squeeze your spine. So same deal over to the other direction, and then I'll let you put the arm down and you can kind of compare it. Come back over, yep, yep, yep. I'm sure you still feel a stretch. Yep. I'd be inclined to think you don't feel as much of a stretch and that's why I have people do it. I've had clients say they feel silly putting their arm behind their head, but if it gives you a better stretch, then to me it's worth it. But you kind of see how that works. Let's switch arms, go to the other side. I want to make sure you feel the right stretch. Yeah. Let's do the first few reps with the arm behind your head, and then we can take it down again just to match what you did on the other arm. Okay. So same deal, now water out of your left ear, exactly. And you're creating length on the opposing side. And again, you know when people do this, they don't really go all the way over here, right? They kind of go halfway up, stand back up, halfway down, stand back up. You're doing full range of motion, very deliberate. You're squeezing the oblique, you're trying to shorten all this tissue. Beautiful, and then relax it, come all the way back over, and create as much length as you can. Gotcha. Loaded stretching builds strength, builds resiliency. You won't hurt your back as easily doing this because you're stronger. You see how it's a normally done side bend exercise, but a lot of emphasis on getting as far over as you can, and I don't think most people give that any attention, right? They're just tensing, and then they go halfway and come back up. They're not giving it the full range of motion. Make sense?
Like I did about 20 of these.
Yeah, no, 25 pounds is pretty heavy, but you're a strong guy. If I had a client do it, sometimes if a client goes too heavy, as they lean over, they'll start doing like this, and it's because this is so tight that the body's cheating. So I want you to keep the chest tall. Sometimes I'll put my pen like this, and I'll say, play limbo, so that they don't push into my pen, right? And so that avoids the compensation. If you go too heavy, you'll see the cheating more. You could do this. I'd start a client off with like 10 or 15. Say, hey, is that heavy? Is your form good? Then go heavier over time, just like any other exercise. So our spine is meant to twist too, right? We did flexion first. Now we're gonna rotate. What do people usually do for rotating? Like Russian twists, right? They'll sit like this and do a Russian twist. It's an exercise, it's fine. What else do they do? On a cable, twisting, right? Trunk rotations. You're gonna do something in the middle with that. What you're gonna do is put the pole on your back. You're gonna stick your chest up nice and tall. What you're gonna be doing is trying to irradiate tension. We talked about that with the shoulders, so I want you to squeeze your arm when you work your shoulders. I want you to tense your stomach right now. And what you're gonna do is irradiate your stomach really hard, and you are gonna twist and go all the way to the very end, and you're gonna feel tension in your core migrate. And then when you rotate the other way, I want the tension to shift to the opposing oblique, okay? It's very deliberate. Just like how I can rotate my arm and very laxed, right? Like I'm sitting here very limp, and then I can squeeze my arm and rotate. I want you to brace your stomach and twist the spine, okay? So this is gonna go on your back, however you see fit. The initial part is creating tension. So the cue I give people is imagine I'm punching you. You feel that tension. But now extend your spine more, sit up tall, really tall. Now can you do that while tensing your stomach? Beautiful. Now while tensing your stomach, twist one way or the other. And as you twist to me, put tension in this oblique. You feel how you're migrating the tension all the way to your oblique on the side. Now start rotating the other way, but keep tension, go slow. Keep tension, and now into this oblique, good. And try to decapitate me with this pole. Yeah, squeeze the oblique. Go as far as you can, and then come back to me, but keep tension and migrate it from the oblique to the abdominals, back to the oblique again. So if I'm sitting here just pounding away at your stomach, you're generating a lot of tension. Twist all the way back, keep that chest tall though, we're staying in extension. And the idea is that because you're kneeling, your pelvis isn't moving, right? The spine, the torso, the trunk is rotating independently of the pelvis. And so we're just trying to create really good quality movement between the two joints. So keep tensing, awesome. Rotate the other direction. And I want you really feeling out those corners, but don't lose the tension, right? It's super easy just to twist back and forth. That's not the goal. How deliberate can you be? Can you sit here and create more tension there? Exactly. Rotate back the other way. Can you stay in extension a little bit more? You notice how you keep falling out of that? Drive extension, then tense, and keep maintaining that as you go around. Yes, don't lose me. Don't lose me. Now it's in this oblique. Good. Come back around. Keep tension in the abdomen now, the abdominals. And then it goes to this oblique. Can you go a little further? Extend the spine as well. Chest taller, extend from here too. Beautiful. Good. Come back around. Keep tensing the abdominals. Awesome. All the way to me. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to flex and try to round your back, and you're gonna do the same thing, rounded back with rotation. You guys see how we're pairing stuff together. So come to me, pull your rib cage down. You see how that feels a little bit different. Yep. Keep the rib cage down, but create tension. Can you do that? Yes. Then start rotating, but keep the rib cage down. Don't let the rib cage flare. Now tension's in this pocket. Keep going, round it more, round it more. Yep, exactly. And now begin rotating back to me, but keep tensing the oblique. Keep tensing the abdominals. Keep tensing the left oblique. All the way around, keep rounding the back as much as you can. Beautiful, and then come back around to me. Keep tensing, all the way back. And now extend. Go back to the position we're in. So you're back to extension, and you're now rotating. Create tension all through here. Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. You nailed it. So just like in all other exercises we do, we tell people to irradiate. It's so easy just to be limp. It's so easy to have the pole on your back and just be doing this. You'll see people like doing a Russian twist, and they're just like mindlessly twisting, looking around and stuff. They're not actually contracting anything. And so doing this type of exercise is very stable, right? I'm locked down, nothing here's moving, and just focusing on the tension. How far can I go? Can I go a little bit further? Can I go a little bit more? And you're kind of squeezing the corners out of it, so to speak. People do this. They call it a back extension. They call it a hyperextension. But you can use this for your hips, glutes and hamstrings, or your spine. The pad is what dictates everything. If the pad is above my hip, do you notice how my lower back is rounding and extending, right? This is how I make it a spine exercise. If I lower it, you see how my hips can now bend. Now it's a glute exercise, right? I'm gonna have you do this for your spine, not your hips. Okay, so we're gonna pull this up as much as you can. Let's get you on there. You're gonna hold this up towards your chest. What I don't wanna see you do is doing this too much. I wanna see you doing this, okay? So when you do that, you feel your spine shortening now, contracting. Now lean over slowly. Keep leaning over, keep leaning over. Keep the glutes relaxed. I don't want to see the cheeks tensed at all. And now come back up, but think one at a time, one vertebrae at a time. So extend, 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 extend. You see how the spine is doing most of the work there? And your butt isn't contracting as much, right? All the tension is through here. And now lean forward again. So the point in us doing this is showing you that you can do this for the glutes and hamstrings, or you can do this for the spine. There isn't one way to do it. But the pad is above your hip, right? And that's allowing you to use the spine more than the glutes. If we lowered the pad, you'd be able to make it more like a deadlift, right? For that stuff. That's not the goal right now. The goal is to train the spine. And so you feel this again, lengthening as you come down. Not really the focus. When you come up, I bet you feel this a lot more. Exactly, that's the emphasis of this exercise with the way we're going about it. You feel all the shortening, exactly. Come back down again. Beautiful, beautiful. Right now, we still feel the spine way more than the glute and the hamstring, is that right? Good, come back up again. Think lower back first, lumbar spine first. Work your way up. Yes, that right there, you felt that difference in the motion. Keep going up, keep going up. Keep going up, squeeze the lower back. The same way you generated tension in the core, can you generate tension here? You feel a harder squeeze, right? Come back down again. All the way down, pull this apart. Nice, come back up. Extend, extend, especially at the lower back. That's what I want. Yes, man, hold it, squeeze. Let's do 5 more there. Then we can talk about how you feel. Good. Again, segmental movement, 1 vertebrae, 2 vertebrae, 3, 4, 5. You got 24 of them. Train them all here. You got 4 more. Good. Come back down. Awesome. Come back up. full extension, full extension, full extension. Try not to squeeze the glutes too much, relax the butt. You can see how as you start getting tired, you start wanting to use the glutes, not the goal. So can you release the glutes and not let them get recruited, right? Your body's looking for the path of least resistance because the spine's getting tired. Don't let that happen. Push into the path of most resistance. Make the spine do the work. Go again. Don't squeeze your butt. Don't squeeze your butt. Extend, extend, extend. Much better. You feel the spine even more there. 3 more. All the way down. The glutes are relaxed. Try to keep these flat if you can help it. And then come up again. Extend from here. Yes. Don't squeeze the butt. Don't squeeze the butt. You see how hard that is to separate now, right? You're starting to get tired. That's okay. You got 2 more here. You're almost done. Come back up. 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 Nice. 1 more. Best one yet. Squeeze the life out of it. Squeeze all the juice out of your spine. Hold it. Hold it. Awesome, man. Make sense? And you see, it's a lot different, right? And so real quick, yeah, shake my hand on that one. That was good. You see how the pad's all the way up, right? If I had you a lot lower, do this for a moment without any weight. Now, just keep your chest tall, chest up. Yeah, and then come down with your chest up though. You see how now you're getting all this stuff, right? Now squeeze your butt to get up. Just your butt, just your butt, just your butt, just your butt, just your butt. You see the difference right there? And now release the butt, tilt the pelvis, stick the butt up more, stick the butt up more, chest up, chest up, chest up. You feel the stretch in the glutes and hamstrings. Now don't do anything here. Focus on this, squeeze this. Squeeze your glutes, more, 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 more. You see the difference right there? And that's where people like do this exercise and they like butcher it entirely because they don't know how to separate the two. And doing the other exercises we did is another way for you to have that body awareness, right? You get clients in here, you get someone who's never worked out before, they have no body awareness of how to separate that. The pad helps you do what you want to do with it. Gotcha. Make sense? Yep. Shake my hand on that for real this time. That was good. That was really good. Thank you so much for watching the Bodybuilding Not Body Breaking YouTube channel. If you found it helpful, drop a comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend or family. That stuff really helps us in expanding our reach to popularizing this training approach because we know there just isn't a better way to do things. If you have interest in diving deeper into the stuff you just watched, feel free to join our school community. On our school community, we have a lot of additional content. We have an exercise library that has over 200 different movement options. We have programs. We have additional videos that are concepts, lectures, and rants to give you guys a deeper understanding as to how and why we do things. We also have a discussion board where you can get direct access to coaching feedback from me personally. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for additional updates for when we post new content. Thank you again for watching, and we hope it was of use to you.